Hello guys, and welcome to today's video. We're gonna talk about how to make a framework like Express.js. We're gonna use the Bun Runtime. Plus, I expect you to have some knowledge of like JavaScript and TypeScript. Plus 1% slightly like some experience in Bun. I know it's new, but still you can just go for documentation. Plus, I'm gonna jump immediately to create the project folder. So first thing first, we're gonna go for Bun init. And wait, not Bun init. What do we have in here? Yeah, so math there, and we're gonna have a name of Bantut, then cd Bantut, then in here we're gonna do bun init with core.typescript. Now we're gonna open Visual Studio, plus we're gonna watch for the file course. So we're gonna do bun hot, and we're gonna do the file name. Okay, so what is this? Thank you. No, let's do cancel. So now what we're gonna do, the first thing first is to start a server, right? And how we're gonna achieve this is by doing bun serve. Serve is a function that have a config object inside it, and it must have like a function named fetch with an argument of request, and it must return a response. It's all of these are from Web API, and the response is gonna be hi, how, no, just hi, only hi. We're gonna open Postman, and as you can see, it's still on hello via bun, but that's actually not true. It's created the server. So if we send a request, it's gonna be hi. Then we're gonna take this to the next level by doing class, name it whatever. I'm gonna name it Makoto, okay. And in this class, we're gonna have two properties. The first one is gonna be server. Well, both of them are gonna be private ones. So server of type server equal to null, and in the types we're gonna put or null. I need to import the server. Okay, so another private one called route, it's gonna be any, this one gonna be any of value new map. Then beside this, we're gonna have three functions: add, route, and we're gonna have get, and we're gonna have run. Okay, so what we're gonna do, remove the server for now, plus we're gonna do the types for these things. And if you don't know, get, we're gonna start with get to create a route, and call inside get the add route method to add the route to like route variable. Then when we hit run, like when we call the run method, it's gonna look back to the routes and check for every route and hook the request from like the user request to the specific route from the routes variable. So what we're gonna do now, the types. So we're gonna go for type route equal to map string at the beginning as a key, and then we're gonna have methods, then type methods, and for methods we're gonna have another map, the key gonna be string as always, and after this we're gonna have methods config. Well, maybe this one gonna be, let's do methods config, it's fine. Then the type of method config is gonna be another map with string as a key, and either handler no, or a middleware, a string middleware, not a string middleware, a list middleware. So what do we have a problem in here? Oh, okay, we have this, so it's either this or that. So type handler gonna be a function that accepts request, type request, and the server of type server, and it should return either a response or a promise response. So response, promise response. For middleware gonna be the same, so let's do this, but instead of response it's gonna be null, and this one gonna be middleware. So why this is not working? What do we have? What is the value in here? Type equal. Or do you have a problem in here? This is weird. Let's do this. Why do we have a problem? It's supposed to be not a problem. Did I type this wrong? No. Middleware equals something. Maybe this. Oh, it's gonna be void, right? So wait, not even void. this is weird. Let's do string. This is actually confusing. Let's see the problem. Maybe because of this. And this one too. Yes. So now let's continue. In here, what we're gonna do is start with get. So the get always gonna have some stuff in here. The path name gonna be string. The handler, which is the function that's gonna respond, that's gonna like runs for the route, and it's gonna be of type handler, and dot middlewares with a small letter m in here. This is gonna be equal to middleware, like a list middleware. So in here we're gonna call add route, and we're gonna have it with method. Not need a method, like we're gonna just type it immediately. Then path name, right, handler, and middleware. So there's a middleware. Now what we're gonna do is taking all of that, pass it on top. We're gonna remove the 3 dots in here, plus we're gonna make it optional. So why did we face a problem in here? Maybe because we don't have the method at the beginning. So method type string, and it's fixed. Now in here what we're gonna do is that we're gonna have const methods, which is, why do we have a method in here now? Gonna be equal to route dot instruct is a map dot get path name. And if that's not possible, then we're gonna do new map. So we're gonna create one from 0. Oh, like this. So why do we have a problem in here? Oh, it's supposed to be this, right? Yes. So const, and here we're gonna have a const, right? No. And here we're gonna have const methods config gonna be a new map, and in this new map we're gonna have methods config, right, dot set handler, right, to handler. Wait, I have a problem in here. Why it's not having a set? Oh, it's because the capital thing key. Let's do that. And there's gonna be handler methods config. It's a new. What's the problem? Expecting 1 and getting 2. That's because maybe the dot. Yes. Now what we're gonna do is middlewares, and if there is a middlewares, then method config dot set middlewares to be on value middlewares, and if they're none, then null. And after this, what we're gonna do is methods gonna be like set, not server set, and this is gonna be of method, and we're gonna have method config, then this, but not this, route dot set, and we're gonna have a path name, then methods. I hope this working. So in run, what we're gonna do is const routes gonna equal to this dot route. What problem do we have in here? Expecting what? Const route. Yes, that's because we are typing in the wrong bracket in here. Then this, not this type server gonna be equal to serve, and just import serve immediately from Bun. And this function again gonna have a config object with fetch as function inside it, and we're gonna have type request and server of type server. Then what you're gonna do in here is return new response, and there's gonna be hello from Makoto. Right now, just let's do it's Makoto. Yes. So if we hit send, okay, did we change this though? It's supposed to be changed, right? Let's see if we have a problem. It's supposed to be no. So if we hit send, nothing happens. Did it translate? Oh wait, so there's no server from now on. Okay, yeah, because we have a class. So if we const app, for example, and then we do a new Makoto, we run this, and app.run. So this is supposed to be working, and yeah, it says it's Makoto. So what we're gonna do now is having two things, const what? Const do methods, right? Or let's do your path name, and we're gonna do method. So equals to what? Equals to a new URL from request, since we can get the request URL from here, right? I'm gonna make it like a URL type thingy. Then wait, we need this to be in a rest, and then from the second side we're gonna have a rec.method, and since we have both of these, we can have handler equals to routes dot get. We're gonna have the path name, then get method, then get handler, and it's gonna be as handler. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do something in here, is that if there is a middleware, so wait, we're gonna do const middlewares equals the same thing as in here, but first as a middleware list, plus instead of handler we're gonna have middlewares. So this is gonna the same as this, right? Yes. So if there is a middlewares, so middlewares in condition, we're gonna do middlewares.map, and there's gonna be having an fn. Let's put this fn in a bracket, and this fn gonna be called with the request and the server, and if there is nothing, then null. And the good thing is we're gonna take this and be return handler. So we're not be like returns handler, wait, so we're gonna do handler. Yeah, we're gonna do handler. Let's type it correctly, handler. And if there is handler, we're gonna return handler with rec and server. And if that isn't, then what we're gonna do, we're gonna do this one. And this is not working. It seems to be I need to have return. We're gonna remove this. Yes. So It's supposed to be working now. Let me do one thing. Let me check one thing. Let me push the recording. Okay, so I just get these, and we need to have another post one. So for post, I'm not mistaken, we just drag this down. So copy paste. We're gonna name this to be post and this to be post. So this is supposed to work now, and let's try to see if it's gonna work. Let me delete this first. Okay, hit save again, and it's not a function. Let's see if we hit send. So it sends an error. So what the error is? Undefined is not an object. Why did we make a mistake? Const route is equal to this route. What we can do is, first of all, console.log route, and if we do this, we're gonna have everything literally in here. So this is supposed to be working. Let's check for this if we have a problem. Let's stop this. Oh, what we have in here, void is not assignable to type of, wait, what is this? It's not assignable to version of middleware. Wait, let's go for get. This get, what do we have in here? It's gonna be a list of it. So what is the problem? Why do we have a problem in here? Argument of type something is not assignable to parameter of type middleware. Type void is not assignable to type null. Why do we have this in here? It's gonna be void. Yes. So this should be working. Let's reset everything. Okay, we reset it, and again we have another error. Routes is undefined. But routes is not undefined. It's there. Did I type it right? Type undefined. Let's see. So let's do console.log routes inside this. Hit send again, and what do we got? But it's there. It's working. When we have it as a get, right? So let me search for how to fix this and get back to you, because I don't want to consume so much time. Okay, so there was one mistake, is that in the new URL, rec.url, we should have path name at the end. What I was doing is having the URL in here, and when I do this there, I'd be like url.pathname and stuff. But no, wait, we need to remove this. Yeah, so this is how it was working, how I was working with it before, then this is how I made it before. So but now I change it from this to immediately get the path name. So if we hit send in here, it's gonna like market using my special handler, which is this. And if we go to console, it's gonna be like like nothing, just which means middleware, and m2 for second middleware. Since right now this code is just a test, it's gonna like have a variable with creating a new Makoto, like Makoto for like class or something. Then server.get, and even we have a post in here, as I said, like you can just duplicate to make as much methods as you want. Plus make sure to change the method type in here, and you can call any of these. So if we go for /blog, you can install like Makoto using my special handler for blog. And as I says, we're creating the routes in here, and we call inside them add route to pass the route to the routes variable. And at the end in run, we're gonna see the route and see the routes, and just like depending on the user request, we're gonna match one. So that was it for the beginning, for the first video. We're gonna talk more about advanced stuff and making more stuff with this framework, and you can name it whatever you want, and you can even use it for project or something, I don't know, but we're gonna add more. And if you have a specific stuff that you want me to add or use, you can just type in the comments, it's fine, because I want to have some kind of big expert for this one. I need to actually, like, I even study it myself, so that's good. So yeah, thank you for watching and see you all later in the next videos.